Welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Well, it's finally about time I can say this. Spring has officially sprung in many areas of South Dakota. We've gotten up into the 70s and lower 80s in many locations. Obviously, you get up in the Watertown area up north of that, with all the snow cover up there, they're not getting as warm. But the nice thing is the warmer weather has melted a lot of the snow around here in the southeastern part of the state, but also a lot of the snow up on the ice up in the northeastern part of the state. So a lot of people have been able to get out a lot more effectively and efficiently than what they've been able to do in quite a long time. And that's extended the ice season up in those areas. I know that we've had reports of anywhere from 24 to 30 inches of ice yet up on lakes and sloughs up in the northeastern part of the state. So if you're looking to get that, let's say, early spring or late winter ice season, or ice trip in, now's the time to do it because, again, the conditions have improved. As far as the fishing report is concerned, we've had some decent reports coming back in again from this past weekend. A decent weekend of weather. Goose, as far as walleyes up in the northeastern part of the state, the Goose, Indian Springs, Bitter, a few being caught at Watt Bay, also Big Stone and Dry Lake by Clark. And then the perch bite, again, has been a little bit more limited. And all of these reports are more limited because of the fewer people that are going out. But Dry Lake by Clark has been producing a few perch. Also, Big Stone has been doing okay as well. And what guys have been doing, mainly live bait, obviously, a little bit of plastics due to the minnow shortage that a lot of the upper Midwest is experiencing. But for the most part, that's really what they're doing. It's just using jigs and live bait of some sort. And then the real story of the week has been the Missouri River. That has really taken off, to say the least. A lot of limits of walleyes, and nice-looking walleyes, to say the least, being caught at Fort Thompson as well as Chamberlain. And it's really nothing new as far as how they're catching them. Jigs and minnows this time of year. Jigs and twister tails all have been doing the trick. And again, that seems to be the focus of everyone's attention because that's where a lot of boat traffic has gone this past week. And it's going to continue into the rest of this week. And then there's a little bit cooler weather out there and for this upcoming weekend. We'll see what that does. But again, the bite is definitely taken off on the Missouri River. In this week's edition of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about two things that we talked about before. But first one we're going to talk about is line. Folks, if you're looking for something to do in between seasons, now's the time to string your reel, to put fresh line on it. I highly recommend it that if you've had that line on that reel, let's say last year and you've gone quite a bit, replace it. If you haven't gone that much, but it's been on there for 2-3 years, replace it. So stop on by. We have a great selection of braid as well as monofilament and also fluorocarbon. And if you don't want to put it on there, we'll put it on there on your reels for you as well. Just bring the reels in and we'll spool it up for free if you buy the line from us. So again, now's the time to take advantage of the in-between or the low in-between seasons to really get your reels in working order. The second thing is the minnow situation. It continues to be dire in much of eastern South Dakota. Prices have gone up, but to help, let's say, separate us from the crowd, because a lot of times people have been asking, what's your bait prices compared to someone else's or vice versa? And so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that you know that our price, we're going to have one scoop at a certain price, and then we're going to have a Dakota Angler scoop, what you have come to know, where we give more than anyone else as far as number of minnows are concerned. So you're going to make sure that you get the value for the amount of money that you're going to be spending. So again, a lot of people equate it to scoops, and if you've shopped with us before, you know we do things differently. So we're going to try to make sure that everyone is on the same level as far as terminology is concerned. But again, if you want the typical Dakota Angler scoops, all you have to do is ask for the Dakota Angler scoop. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, please send it to me. Send it to Todd at DakotaAngler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. As I mentioned last week, folks, if you're looking for something to do in between seasons, that lull period, stop on by here at the store. We have a great selection of open water tackle. And honestly, when you walk in the door, you're going to be amazed. I don't think anyone has as much selection as we have here right at Dakota Angler. If you've never been here before, here's a reason to do so. And if you've been here before, come on back because you know what to expect. And plus, we've even added more inventory than what we had in previous years. So make sure you stop on by, check out all the things that are new, and also that may be new to you. And again, we can help you out with any type of questions that you may have. If you can't make it to the store, check us out on the web at DakotaAngler.com, or feel free to give us a call at 605-336-9132. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! But thanks, folks, for watching. I appreciate it. Stay healthy, and please, stay safe.